Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to use Google Slides. So some of us have more experience with Google Slides than others. Google Slides, I know the first day it's just going to take us a while just to get the hang of it, what everything, all the buttons are, our options and stuff like that. And that's fine. Take the first day to kind of figure out what Google Slides is all about, the different buttons and stuff like that. So when you're ready, search down for slides and you'll see it pop up just like that. When your Google Slides comes up, I have a bunch of things here. You might have one or two, you might have nothing, but you're going to click the plus sign down here and then we're going to choose new presentation. For the name of our presentation, you're going to put the name of whatever animal it is that you chose for your animal research project. So for mine, I'm just going to pretend I did giraffe. So I'm going to type in my animal. We can even do research. So giraffe research, and then click create. Now, as you guys can see over on the left, there's only one slide. Whenever you go to add another one, it's just like in Seesaw at the bottom. You push the plus sign, the slide with the plus sign, and then there's all of these different options. It really doesn't matter which one you choose because you can delete text boxes, add text boxes. It's really not a big deal. You can just choose whatever because you can make it the way that you want it. So just for fun, I'm just going to pick this one for now. So if we go back to our first slide, this has to be your title slide. So we'll click here, double tap, and we'll put giraffe. And you'll put whatever your animal is. And by, and then you'll put your name. All right, so now we don't want just a plain old slide like that, white. So now I'm going to show you a couple different cool features, and you guys can really make this your own. Make it look the way that you want your presentation and your research project to look. I know you guys spent all of last week and a couple days the week before researching, so this has been a lot of work. So really make it nice. Do your best work and be proud of it. So one thing we can do, say that you want to make your title bigger. You just hold it down. Whoops. You can just, all right, here we go. Click on it. Go to the A up here. This is how you can make your font, your size of your word bigger or smaller. So you go to that icon that has the A with a bunch of lines next to it and you change the size that way. It'll make it bigger or smaller. This is also where you can change your text color. So you want to make it that shade of blue or maybe that shade of blue. It's completely up to you what you guys choose. Of course, you can make it smaller. You can move it anywhere you want it to be. Now, we definitely want to make it visually appealing, which means we want to make it look nice. We want to make it look colorful so people want to look at it. So then what we could do is add some pictures. So when you want to add a picture, you go up to the plus sign in the top right like this. Image. Now from camera, that's going to be you taking a picture. We're most likely not going to use that. Instead, we're going to have to go from photos and use pictures that we saved. So we need to go on the internet and find a picture of a giraffe. So I'll close out of my slides, open up Safari. Whoops, spelled giraffe wrong. Here we go, giraffe. Search giraffe. Let's see what comes up. Let's go to images. All right, let's see. Ooh, I actually really like this first one here. So let me choose that. I'm going to hold my finger on the image that I want to save. See how that pops up? I'm going to add to photos. Now, when I go back to my slides, I can plus sign, image, from photos. Doesn't always save as the last one. let me see. Oh, here it is right here, save twice. And you can put it like that. Say that you want to change the background color, because you don't want it to be white. That's kind of blah. So click over here on your slide that you're working on. Hold it down, and you see how that changed to yellow up on the top? The second to the last one, it looks like a paint can that's pouring into a square. If you click on that, and you click on background color, then you can choose any of these. It'll change your background any color you want it to be. If you go to this gradient, that changes it from like kind of an ombre look from light to dark as it goes down the page. You guys make it look the way that you want it to look. Now, something really cool, and I know that you guys are going to really like this. Same thing, you can click on the slide, hold it down, the yellow pops up, click that same icon, and instead of choosing background color, if you choose background image, and you chose a picture that you like, I'm just going to use the same giraffe picture. Look how I made my background be that picture instead. So I don't want this anymore. I'm just going to delete that. Let me change my title. There. So now I have an image as my background. Always an option if you want to do that. So now you guys are going to be using the research from that research packet. All of the information that you found about your animal last week, you're going to be putting into this presentation. So we're all going to start with our title page. On your next slide, if you guys look at your packet, if you take that out of your Ziploc bag that you were working on, the first thing that it asks is the physical appearance and the family life. So the physical appearance is, what does your animal look like as a baby? How does your animal change as it grows into an adult? What's your animal's family life like? Family life would be how many babies are born at a time. Like a polar bear. Do they give birth to one baby at a time or 15 babies at a time? Also, family life, do they live by themselves? Do they live in a group? Like a wolf, for example, stays in a group. A polar bear lives alone. A great white shark likes to live alone. So depending on what your animal is, you're going to have different research. So you guys are going to have to just play around a little bit on all of this stuff, because you can. So here's my second one. Here's my second slide. And we need to focus on physical appearance. Here we go. So physical appearance. So this page is going to be all about the way your animal looks. What color is it? What's it look like when it's a baby versus how does it change? Does it change color? Some animals change a lot. Some animals don't change all that much. Oops. So this is where you're going to put all of your information about physical appearance. You'll have to add another slide. You can choose whichever one. Because if you don't want this text box, you can just delete it. You can do this, delete, and then you can just add your own text box. So this one's going to be all about family life. And here's where you would put all of your information. So say, of course we want that to be bigger because it's the title. And then we're going to put a text box. This is where I'm going to put all of my information about my animal's family life. Make sure you have capitals. See my wonderful complete sentences. I just did that just to go fast. This is where you're going to put all your information. All your information about physical appearance. All your information about family life. Your next one, if you look at your packet, is habitat. So here you're going to put habitat. All about where does your animal live? What continent does it live on? Does it live in a rainforest? Does it live in a desert? Does it live in Antarctica? Where does your animal live? Where could we find it? The next one after that, what does your animal find in its habitat to eat and drink? So that's kind of like its diet. So you could just put diet, don't need this one, whoop, don't need this. And then on this page, you're going to put everything that your animal eats or drinks. What does it hunt? Does it not hunt? Does it just eat leaves? Is it a carnivore? Is it an herbivore? Is it an omnivore? All the things that we learned about. So go through. You're going to have to add another slide for each part of your research that you did. When you get to the end about the fun facts, you can have all fun facts on one page, or you can put 3 different pages for fun facts. It's totally up to you. For your diagram, take a picture. I want to see what you drew. I want to see how you drew your animal. So now, guys, some of the features you can do here, if you go to shapes, if you have like a good reason to use one of these shapes on your slide, go for it. There's arrows. Don't just decorate just to decorate. If it has like fun fact, like this would be cool, and put your fun fact inside. Something like that. Don't just clutter things up just to make it look kind of crazy. Choose wisely the way you're going to make it look. Remember, when you want to change the background, you're going to hold the slide down. The yellow is going to pop up on top. You're going to choose that icon there. You can choose your background color like that. You can make it more like that. If you want to change your text, there's so many different options here. Whoops. Here we go. Really make it look nice. Now, I want to show you guys an example. This was one of my students from last year that researched the leatherback sea turtle. So you can see, here's his title page. So the leatherback sea turtle by Carter R. Next, he went on to the physical appearance. He told us about the way it looked when it was a baby, the way that it looks as a grown-up, and some facts about those. Oh, you can see on this one that he chose to make an image as his background. Here he tells us how many babies are born at a time. Some live in big groups, so they are not solo animals. They don't like to live alone. And it also tells us their lifespan, so how long they live for. Like, some animals are going to live for a long time. Some animals may only have a lifespan of 4 to 5 years. Put that in your family life. Next, his slide is his habitat. He actually put a map. If you look closely at that map, so I can make it a little bit bigger. He put a map of where leatherback sea turtles live, if you look at the key. And he also said they only live in warm water. Here's what they eat and drink. This is how they adapt to eating. They have a thick skin. Here are their enemies. And this is how they survive. And then lastly, he put all his fun facts. Here's another example of one of my students that did the gray wolf. So here's all about her family life. They live in a pack. Their lifespan is 6 to 8 years old. They have 4 to 7 babies at a time. They work together to hunt. Here's their habitat. They live in grasslands, forests. They live in Asia, and they live in North America. Here's what they eat and drink, their diet. They're carnivores. They eat only elk, bison, deer, hare, moose, and caribou. Here's how they eat. Here are their adaptations. They have sharp claws for catching its prey. They have sharp teeth. They hunt in packs to help each other. Enemies of the gray wolf. Adaptations for survival, which is how they protect themselves, how they make sure that they're not hunted. And fun facts. And then I remember she was unable to complete, if you see the next slide. I remember she didn't finish up her fun facts at the very end. But, guys, this is a really fun app because you can do lots of different types of things with color and pictures and backgrounds and stuff like that. And it's also a really great way for you to show off all of the work that you put into this on your research. So I'm going to give you guys all week to work on this, and then you'll have to just submit it by Friday. If you want to get it done before that, great, go for it. Check it off your to-do list. But by Friday, you guys will have to submit it to me. It's in a way that we've never done before, so I'll make a different tutorial to show you how to submit it. But it's going to be in Science Seesaw. If you guys have any questions at all about this, send me a message or have your parents send me a message, and I'm happy to help you guys. But I really think you're going to like Google Slides and you're going to like a lot of the features. So have fun, and I can't wait to see your final product. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.